Recently, I released a video that was about the best movies of 2022, and I really worked hard on that list. I did, because I wanted to pull some artsy girls. I was like, maybe I can use this channel. I'm probably the first person to ever think of this, but use their platform to get laid, and I think they saw right through me. But with this one, I'm going to prove them wrong. And I'm going to see my Raya skyrocket after I'm finished with this. You can bet money on that. Because you know what I'm going to do? If they don't like the best movies of 2022, I'm getting the worst movies of 2022. And that's what I'm going to do with this video today. I'm going to be listing the worst movies of 2022. And hopefully, hopefully there's an artsy girl out there who, is desperate enough that she'll give me a chance. Okay, so we're going to get into this. Is the worst movies of 2022. There was a lot of movies this year, a lot of bad movies this year. We're going to start with the Dishonorable Mention. So this didn't crack the top 10, but it's still worth mentioning that's bad, and that's Avatar 2. Avatar, and the breath of the water, the way of the water, whatever. I made a whole video on why you shouldn't see the movie. It's awful for the environment. It was a terrible thing. James Cameron's an absolute garbage piece of shit. Go check out the full depth review, but you'd understand once you listen to that, And we got so much love from the community, too. Everyone was like, yeah, this is terrible. A few people call me some slurs, but otherwise, it was mostly respectful, and I think most people agreed, despite this movie seeming to be on its track to 2 billion. 2 billion. The number of people that are being mass extinct because of this movie. That's a whole other thing. We're going to get into it now. We're getting into the top 10 of the worst movies of 2022. Number 10, Minions, The Rise of Gru, 2022. I want to strangle those little fuckers. I gotta be honest. Those Minions, I want to strangle them. I mean, it's the same dumb bits that we've seen for 6 movies now. Bring something new, expand on the jokes. A movie series or even YouTube channel has the chance to advance comedy. And they don't, You can't have the same character doing the same bit. Luckily, our channel isn't about comedy. It's about giving our audience reliable and objective opinions. We're not like those freaks, but I stick with Pixar and Studio Ghibli. That's elevated animation. Number 9, Father Stew, or Father Stew Reborn, the ultra-Christian version. Mark Wahlberg as a priest? I think this movie wins the award for looking the most like a fake movie. This is like when Tropic Thunder did that thing where had all the movies come before. This looks like it would have been in there. It's in the background or on a billboard in a movie about Hollywood. It's just so ridiculous. Terrible movie. And also it preaches the wrong religion, which of course Scientology is the correct and Xenu is the one true God. Number 8, Thor Love and Thunder. More like Thor, he's right behind me, isn't he? I mean, dear God, the comedy is so bad in Marvel these days. Just an awful, awful movie. And I'm sorry to Taika Waititi, but it is now mainstream to hate on you. And my views are going up as I'm hating on you. So it's the sad truth of life. Sometimes you're loved so much until you're hated. I won't get too tough with this one. Let's all just say it's a paycheck film for Taika. It's a paycheck film. He made his bag on this one. But yikes. Taika, not doing too hot, man. You're getting to the point where people are just, they hate you more than love you. It's getting close. Number 7 is Doctor Strange 2. I secretly like this one. I know I shouldn't even be saying that. I know people just hate it. Sam Raimi just doesn't miss, I mean, well, maybe he missed with Oz the Great and Powerful and Spider-Man 3, but with this one he didn't miss. And I'm not going to let peer pressure affect my I'm not going to let you guys do this. I liked Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. There. I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm not changing my opinion. I'm changing number 7. Number 7 is Moonfall. I think everyone forgot about this dumpster fire. Roland Emmerich, when will you understand? Disaster movies are over. No one wants to see 2012 anymore. They don't want to see that. I think as a society, we've been promised so many disasters for so long, and nothing has happened. We're exhausted. We're exhausted of these fictional disasters. This is going to be in my top 10 best movies until I found out it wasn't a documentary. I will be honest there. I was ready for a documentary. I was like, oh yeah, please, tell me about the falling of the moon. Doctor Strange, not as bad. Give it a rewatch. It's a breezy 2 hours. It's breezy. Number 6, Black Adam, 2022. It was refreshing. It was refreshing to see a movie starring The Rock that didn't take place in a jungle. I don't know, swapping desert for jungle. He took his his shtick to a different area, but I don't know about that. It just didn't save it from being a superhero film. And The Rock tried to pay us off. He offered me $500,000 for a good review. He begged me to put this on my top 10 list. Several mentions on Twitter, TikTok. He even offered to, teach me how to do a bench press. And I had to stick to my roots here. I declined. And all of what I just said was true. I declined. Number 5, Fantastic Beasts, The Secret of Dumbledore, 2022. I'm glad the Colonel pays for my movie tickets because I slept through the whole film. I brought a blanket in the theater, my portable fan. I can't sleep without it. I was prepared. I think the biggest thing right now is just Warner Brothers, get Daniel Radcliffe back. people only talk about this film for all the wrong reasons, like J.K. Rowling, Ezra Miller, Johnny Depp. At this point, Fantastic Beasts is a cursed spin-off franchise, and not even in an entertaining way. Like sometimes disasters can be fun to look at, like Moonfall, but not the case here. It's just awful. They need to wrap it up, and I think they will. Number 4, Uncharted 2022. Can Tom Holland lead a franchise outside of Spider-Man? The answer is no. Tom, you need a new rehearsal partner. Zendaya is not it. She's making you think that you need to sound like Spider-Man in every film. You're British. Why are you trying to do this like Queen's accent? And we have Mark Wahlberg over here. Oh God, I forgot he was in it. Mark Wahlberg acting like he's in Daddy's Home 3. Look, Tom, we know Timmy is stealing all the good roles from you, but can't you just find like a decent movie to star in that doesn't exist in the MCU? I mean, get a new agent, and on top of that, get a new girlfriend, all right? You're way out of Zendaya's league. Just saying it. Hate me all you want. It's the truth. He can do a backflip, okay? Okay, number 3, Bullet Train 2022. Brad Pitt was doing Deadpool speak. I kind of get the sense that everyone on set was like patting their backs at every joke he delivered. Like, oh, this is so funny. Joey King refers to herself as pretty in the film. That made me want to punch a baby. I'm not kidding. I went on the street and tried to find a baby. I did. I won't comment on what happened next for legal reasons. The case is still in the thing. But this movie made me do that. And while we're at it, we're talking about the director. Let's shame David Leitch. Stop making movies. Stop it. We could all live without Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, and Hobbs & Shaw. We don't need you, all right? The only good thing that came out of this movie was Aaron Taylor Johnson getting the thirst recognition he deserves, and he should have gotten it from Tenet. I was surprised there wasn't more from Tenet, but this is good. I do like the Aaron Taylor Johnson thirstiness. That's good. Let's keep that going. Number 2 is actually a lot of movies. The 2 is White Noise, Amsterdam, Bardo, The Whale, Emancipation, Empire of Light. All of these are just Oscar bait, and that's the worst crime of them all. This is not the year for Oscar darlings. I know there were some people saying, Noah, what about Babylon? Can you shut your damn mouth, all right? Damien Chazelle gets a pass, all right? The director of La La Land gets a goddamn pass, okay? Damien Chazelle, art. The rest of these movies, they're bait. Don't watch them. And then number 1, worst movie of 2022. This is an honor. Morbius 2022. The worst movie of 2022. Just saying this out loud feels like an honor. It's finally number 1 in something. I mean, it's going to suck that we won't see Jared Leto's Morbius in the Morbius and Wong movie. Would be nice if he leaned more into camp. It was the worst movie of the year, which also made it probably the best film of the year to milk from memes. I mean, God, we boosted our socials like crazy off that movie. We owed it this debt to give it the number 1 slot as the worst movie of 2022. Now, if you hear that list, there has to be a cinephile girl out there that's thirsting over me. I mean, there has to be someone, right? Someone out there is like, oh, Noah's got, ideas and taste. So if you're thirsting over me, or if you have any thoughts on this list, please comment down below. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and have a great day. And please, someone message me. I am dying alone here. Okay, bye.